what happened the other day as you were getting ready for the game? And initially, they had said it's a tight back, and then yesterday diagnosed with the intercostal issues. So I was just wondering how you're feeling right now. What particularly is affected?
Yeah, no, it happened, before the game the other night. I was getting loose in the cage, and, I was taking my pregame BP, and, felt something kind of tweaking my back a little bit. Wasn't major or anything. Took one more swing, just kind of felt it again. It wasn't anything major, but I didn't want it to become, a bigger problem. So, went up, talked to the trainers, told them what's going on, and, thought it was best to, shut it down and, get it looked at.
How are you feeling now, and are you going to be able to play tonight?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm unsure of availability. I need to go through all my pregame stuff, see how it feels, and see where we're at after that.
Next question comes from Mike Puma.
Hey Jeff, just looking at the injuries here the last few days with Cano, yourself, Rosario. I mean, how tough is it to overcome all of these at once?
Yeah, it's tough. We had most of our infield go down in matter of a few games or a game, which is tough. But we got some good depth and good guys who are taking the field, and hopefully we can overcome this and get back on the field soon.
In particular, you've gotten to see Jimenez, throughout camp and throughout the first couple of weeks there. What do you think of him as a player?
He's awesome. He's going to be a great player. As you guys have seen, his defense is incredibly smooth. He's going to make every single play, and he's a good scrappy bat as well. He's going to put the ball in play, and he's going to make a lot of things happen for this team.
Thank you.
Next question comes from Tim Healy.
Hey Jeff, obviously the season hasn't gone off to the start that you guys had hoped for, and I know this is sort of open-ended, but what can you guys do to turn things around?
I think some timely hitting. We've been struggling a little bit with runners in scoring position. So I think we just need that big hit. We're not struggling to get guys on base, or I know our team average is I think it's up kind of near the top. We're getting on base. We're just not driving them in. So we just got to take, better at bats with runners in scoring position, and, get those one or two big hits that we need.
Thank you.
Next question comes from Tim Britton.
Hey, Jeff, just wondering, have you been able to do anything in the last day or so since you first felt that tweak in your back? And if so, do you feel anything since then?
I've been able to. So I played catch yesterday. I just took light T swings just to, try to test it out a little bit. Everything's feeling pretty good. We're going to take it slow. I know that the day off tomorrow is really going to help. And but, I'm going to go through my pregame routine today, see how everything feels, and then we're going to go from there.
And then the other day you were slated to be in the outfield. How much had you worked out there this spring and summer camp, with the idea of playing at third base? Did you see much time in the outfield, and is that a transition at all if you go back to playing some there?
Yeah, I've been taking live reads off the bat, and I always feel pretty comfortable in the outfield. So when you told me I was playing left, I was all for it. I'm like, let's do it. So yeah, I feel comfortable out there, and I feel comfortable kind of doing what I did last year, moving around the infield, second, third, and left. So I'm open for anything this team needs.
Cool. Thanks.
Next question comes from Disha Dozar.
Hey Jeff, you kind of touched on it a little bit, but just with 20% of the season already over, what do you think has been the biggest difference for you guys as a team than the way you played in the second half last year? Whether that's kind of the clubhouse culture, the energy, or like you said, not getting the big hit.
Yeah, I think we're bringing the energy every day. I think it's just, coming down to, getting that big hit. I know like last year we kind of went through, phases where our pitching was super good and our hitting wasn't, and our hitting was really great and our pitching wasn't. So I think we all just needed to click at the same time. And then we can go on a nice little run here.
Thanks.
Next question is from Justin Toscano.
Hey Jeff, in terms of health and injuries, was the 3 week ramp up ever a concern? Only having 3 weeks as opposed to a full spring training.
Not necessarily. I think, um, we've played a lot of games in, a short amount of time. I mean, we haven't had a day off yet. So, the travel's been tough. So I think that's going to, lead to some injuries as well. But no, I wasn't really worried about the 3 week, ramp up period. I know everyone did a really good job of, staying in shape, while they're back at home. That's one thing I made sure I did, made sure coming to camp is the best shape as possible. But, it's been a long, tough schedule so far. So, hopefully we can get healthy soon and, get back out on the field.
Thank you.
Next question comes from Mike Vaccaro.
Hey, Jeff, I'm sure part of this goes without saying, but you watch you play for 5 minutes and you realize how intense you are, how serious you take this game. How frustrating is it then to have a tweak at this point in the season for you and to not be able to do anything in the games while you're trying to get yourself well?
Yeah, it was tough. I was swinging about well. So it's, tough to miss some games, but, I'm kind of glad I caught it when I did. I'm glad it's something kind of that I was glad it happened in, pregame BP instead of the game when I'm taking, bigger swings and, could possibly hurt it more. So, I shut it down when I should have. And, it's something, very minor that hopefully isn't going to linger, throughout the season.
Thank you.
Next question comes from Tim Healy.
Hey, Jeff, the Mets officially called it a low-grade strain. Is this something that in a normal year you'd go on the IL, knock it out, and maybe come back after the 10 days?
No, I don't think so. It's very minor. Hopefully just, getting it, getting in the training room a little bit, getting it loose. It's in a few days, it shouldn't be anything.
Got it. Thank you.
Jeff, thank you very much for your time this afternoon.
All right. Thank you.
Members of the media will see you at 3:30 for Luis Rojas.